Hello, dear investors. My name is Diana Zuyeva and I'm a business assistant for international communication of Fund. Today we are going to have an interview with the owner, MyAgent, Seoul real estate agency in Seoul, in South Korea, with Julian Jo. Good morning, Julian.
Good morning. Hi, hello. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
So, Julian, tell me please briefly about the story of your agency, how you started it, and why you chose the real estate business.
Okay. Well, our company started roughly about 15 years ago, and we mainly are focusing on brokerage for real estate, mostly houses, for the expats living in Seoul. We have a lot of business people from different countries, including Japan and United States. And our main clients are actually Japanese business people working in Seoul. If they come to Seoul for their business, of course, they need a place to live. And then Japanese specifically having their preference. They want to live in a place where the traffic is very convenient for their kids commuting to the Japanese school in Seoul. And the office here, a lot of Japanese are living because the public transportation to Japanese school in Seoul is very convenient from here to be there. So that's one reason. And also many Japanese community here, big community. So the newcomers from Japan also want to live in their community.
Okay. Juliana, and tell me please about the real estate market in Seoul. What is in high demand these days? Apartments, small apartments, or maybe houses?
Right. The real estate market in Korea after the Lehman crisis has gone up so rapidly. The property, especially the housing market in Korea, has gone up so rapidly. So many people is saying that the last presidential election, because of the failure of controlling the real estate market, especially the housing market, was the main reason why the opposition party candidate lost presidency to the ruling party lost presidency to the opposition party. So the new president from the opposition party understands the real estate market is one of the main reasons why he became a president from the poll. So the current government is so eager to control the real estate market in Korea. So the property, especially the housing market in Korea, is under control after the super red hot market last 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what locals buy more? Small apartments or maybe big houses?
In Korea, we have something very unique Korean kind of characteristic in terms of especially the housing market is concerned. The Koreans consider education is very important, like many other parts of other Asian countries. Traditionally, education of kids is very important. And then there is a place called in Gangnam in Seoul. And then that's where a lot of private institutes are located. So many Korean the parents want to buy a property there and then let their kids attend the school there. And then also they can utilize many the extracurricular, the institute, after school institute there in Gangnam. So Gangnam is the most hot place in terms of housing market is concerned in Korea.
Okay. And what is the average price per square meter?
The around 84 square meter, the net size house in Gangnam is roughly about 2.5 billion Korean won or 3 billion Korean won.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much that is in US dollar, but the Korean won to US dollar rate is roughly about 1,400 Korean won is about $1. Of course, recently, like any other currencies, the rate has gone up. I mean, the won became weaker against the dollar, like many other Asian currencies. But traditionally, it was about 1,100 to 1,100 Korean won is roughly about $1. But anyway, the Gangnam is the place where the every Korean wants to buy a house in Korea.
And is it difficult to buy property here? I mean, mostly people take loans from the bank.
Of course, to consider the average income of Korean the business people, the house is not especially the houses in Seoul and especially in Gangnam, is not at easy reach. They need loans in many cases. So mostly many people take roughly about 30-40% of loan.
And is it difficult to get loans?
No, in Korea, it's not that difficult because the property, especially the house, is by a bank is considered to be a very safe collateral. So it's relatively easy to take a bank loan. Of course, taking their houses as a collateral.
Okay. And for instance, if you buy property, so do you need to pay some taxes afterwards?
Of course, when you buy, I think it must be very similar with other countries. When you purchase a house, you need to pay a purchase tax. And when you sell a house, you have to pay, before selling it, you hold it. When you hold it, you need to pay the property tax every year. And then when you sell it, of course, you have to pay the capital gains tax.
Okay, and what is the percentage?
When you purchase it, the percentage varies according to the price of a house. If the price is lower, the tax rate is relatively lower. But basically, the purchase price, when you purchase a house, the purchase tax is roughly about 1 to 3%. And when you hold a house, you need to pay the property tax. And then when the property house is property tax, of course, is relatively, in terms of rate, is considered relatively lower. But when you sell the house, you need to pay capital gains tax. Capital gains tax got increased recently.
Okay, and the property tax is the same for foreigners.
Of course, there is no change between foreigners and Korean in terms of tax is concerned.
Okay. And what about commercial real estate in Seoul?
To compare with the housing market, the commercial real estate is not actively traded, and then also the price change is not that the severe. Where many cases the commercial properties in terms of return is concerned, we expect a relatively lower return considering the housing market.
Okay, Julian, and what about investments here in Seoul, in South Korea? Apartments, are they popular here for investments?
I would say apartment is very popular as an investment target, but government to control overheated apartment market, Korean government, we have accelerated tax rate. If you hold more than one houses, you need to pay accelerated rate. So due to that reason, many people, especially recently, is converting their investment targets from housing market to the commercial real estate market.
And do you have a lot of foreign investors here in South Korea?
Yeah, we have a lot of foreign investors in Korea. Many Chinese investors recently has purchased Korean houses. And then also some other Southeast Asian investors are also purchasing Korean properties as well.
And for example, who else? Except of Chinese.
For Chinese, I know many Chinese purchased the houses in Songdo, which is close from the airport. And also that's close from China as well. So many Chinese bought properties there. And then also I heard that from my colleagues in this industry that many Chinese actually purchased their houses in Gangnam as well, competing with the Koreans.
Okay, so it's not popular among Europe.
Europeans, sometimes they do, but the main foreign investors are Asian investors from Asia.
From Asia, okay. So, Julia, now let's talk about the COVID, how the pandemic affected the real estate market here.
When COVID first started in Korea, the property market plummeted in Korea. Then after a while, people found out that it's not that severe as worried before. So after a while, something like when COVID was started prevailing, roughly about 10 months or 1 year later, people restarted their economic activity, including in the housing market as well.
Okay. So now I guess I'll ask you about some new projects. Do you know about some amazing projects that are going to be here? Maybe some shopping centers or some new airports are going to be built.
The Seoul keeps expanding, and then still many people want to purchase a price in Seoul. So government is introducing different measures to divert the investment interest from Korean potential investors to other markets. One interesting potential target would be Jeju Island. Korean government is so eager to develop Jeju Island as one of the main the summer resorts in Asia. So I know many Chinese actually purchased the properties in Jeju Island as well. And then Korea government still wants to the market the properties in Jeju Island, and potentially Jeju Island would be a good potential investment targets.
Julian, I guess that's all my questions for our interview. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Diana. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're in one of the local flats in South Korea in Seoul. And what I want to pay your attention to our feet. We don't have shoes, and it's not because I'm tired of wearing shoes on high heels. It's just because of local traditions. Julian, please explain me why is it so, why we should put off our shoes before we are in the flat.
Sure. In Korea, the tradition is that you don't wear your shoes. You go inside house, especially the room, with a barefoot. That's because in Korea we have a very unique heating system. So even during the winter time, the inside can be very warm. We call it ondol, basically meaning that the underground heating system. Of course, the modern houses like this one actually has utilized to a modern version, but still we have the underground heating system. So during the winter time, you still take off your shoes and live inside the house, and you can easily walk around with barefoot because it's not cold. It's warm enough even during the. So that's a Korean tradition. So basically, traditionally, Koreans, if you go inside the house, you take your shoes off. You must take your shoes off.
Okay. So it's really amazing apartment with incredible view. So please, you explain me what we can see there. And as far as I know, there is one of the sightseeing.
Right.
What is?
Well, it's we are at the very high floor of this apartment, so we can see the river. You can see the river here. It's called the Han River.
Han River.
Yeah, it's called the Han River. And then also across the Han River there, you can see many big buildings. That's called the Yeoui. That's financial district in Korea. So until the Lotte Tower, which is the biggest the commercial tower in Korea, that 63 building, that the Golden Building, that was the tallest building in Korea, but not anymore. Not anymore, of course, because the Lotte Tower is built. Okay, so this one, this house, as you can see, it's not that big, but it's not that small as well. 114 square meter.
114 square meters, okay.
Yes. And then it's about $3 million US.
$3 million US. Yes.
Basically, 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms.
And an amazing white kitchen.
Yes.
So it's like very pleasant, I guess, to cook here something.
True. And then, of course, you place your, the dining table here.
Is it common here to have such type of kitchen with like some kind of island?
I would say it's not common. It's basically, this one is a brand new house, so they modernized it, I think. So basically this one you can cook here, and then maybe I think you can invite your guests and have a little party here as well.
Julian, please tell me what's this, how to use it, and why is it necessary to have this system in your house?
Basically, this one is called the in-house control system. You can check the visitor here, and then also you can check the temperature of the house inside. So with this control panel, you can open the door for the visitor, and then also you can control the heating system of the house.
Heating system. Okay. So the view is really incredible. So sun shines.
Right. And we have a very nice river view. It's called the Han River. And traditionally, that river is very, very important to Koreans. That river involved all different historical events like the Japanese invasion to Korea, North Korean invasion to South Korea, all those historical events or historical battles were involved around that river.
Okay. Julian, thank you for your time, and please take this present from our company.
Thank you very much, Diana. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.